Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. First of all, a quick apology for yesterday where during the first 45 minutes of the video's life, it had the wrong puzzle attached. After I solved Michael Lefkowitz's brilliant inner circles, I had a look at his original puzzle, Modus Tollens, that he had also sent us, which had a very similar rule set, and I must have got mixed up and posted the Modus Tollens puzzle. What I've done now is gone back and added Modus Tollens, a link to it, to the other video. So if you want to look at the inner circles video and have a go at the Modus Tollens puzzle as well, feel free to do so. In one sense, there won't be any surprises for you, but I will leave that alone. Also, was it 3 days ago in the Australia Day puzzle, a term that turned out to be more contentious than I expected, and I'd be grateful if any other nations will tell me that their day is not necessarily to be applauded. I'd left out a rule that each region contained 1 to 9. I think it was fairly obvious anyway, and I don't think even any of the people who pointed it out didn't know that that wasn't the case, but it wasn't written there. So apologies for that too. I am just getting older and dumber, and I will try and be better. We will look today at a puzzle by a fairly new setter, Bert from Belgium, I think. And Bert sent us 2 puzzles in 2 days, but with the second one he said, I promise I won't bombard you, but this one's much better than the other one. So I'm going to look at the much better one, apparently. Every 3 and every 2, and we'll look at that in a moment. I wonder if it's themed on 3s in the corner. Don't know. Don't forget that coming up in 5 days' time on Patreon, a new Sudoku hunt. It's by Riff Clown, no less, and it's going to be excellent. We're really looking forward to bringing that to you. Geometry is featured, I will say. And that is coming up, as I say, on the 1st of February. Also, we've got all of our apps. There will be a January update to the Line Sudoku app, or there has been, not sure, depends when this goes out. And, sorry, depends if it's done when this goes out. And what else we got? We've got all our merchandise and Sven SUDOKU PAD on the links under the video. The first link, however, hopefully with the correct rules, is to this puzzle, Every 3 and Every 2 by Bert, and I'm going to read you the rules now. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That's 1 to 9 every row, every column, and every marked 3 by 3 box. Every cell with a digit 3 has exactly 3 orthogonally connected cells that are even. So let's say this cell had a 3. Exactly 3 of these cells would be even, is what that's telling us. Every cell with a digit 2, let's do the same, has exactly 2 orthogonally connected cells that are odd. So if that was a 2, exactly 2 of these would be odd. Yellow lines are Fibonacci lines. One edge of the line has the smallest digit, I think that means on the line, not the smallest digit there is, followed by a consecutive digit. Every other digit on the line is the sum of the 2 previous digits. Yeah, okay, so we're not looking at just the units digit or anything. We are looking at whole numbers here. For example, it says, and let's read the example, 347 and 2358 are valid Fibonacci lines. So these are, well, I think there is a limited set. I may be aide-memoiring today, we shall see. Do give it a try on the first link under the video. I am going to start now. You can watch my solve, you can try it yourself, you can do both. Let's get cracking. So I am going to aid memoir. So if 1 was the smallest digit, a line could go 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. That is smallest digit, the consecutive number, which is always going to be the second highest digit. Then a number that's made by adding those 2, a number that's made by adding those 2, and a number that's made by adding those 2. If we started with 2, we could only go 2, 3, 5, 8. If we started with 3, it would be 3, 4, 7. If we started with 4, it would be 4, 5, 9. And if we started with anything else, it would go too high to be Sudoku digits. I was gonna, yeah, be careful. I was gonna say those are the 4 possible lines. but they're not, because there is also 1, 2, 3, 5, a 4-cell line, 1, 2, 3, just the first 3 digits from this one, and 2, 3, 5. So there are 7 possible line populations, depending on their lengths. And I'm going to rub out the aide-memoire now and get on with the puzzle. I just wanted to do that first. Oh, we have 5-cell lines in this. So they must be 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And I can put 3s in the middle of them. And then they will be surrounded in some order by 2 and 5. And the ends of the lines will be 1 and 8. And now can we apply the rule? Is that right? Oh, also, actually, sorry, the first thing I'm going to do is notice that every other line in the puzzle is exactly 3 cells long. Right, what's my aide-memoire of 3-cell lines? They go 1, 2, I suppose that, yeah, they can begin with any digit. So they either go any digit up to 4. So there are 4 possible 3-cell lines that look like that. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 7, and 4, 5, 9. Okay. Oh, look, they all end in an odd number because they're adding 2 consecutives. Anyway, this 3, yes, okay, 3 on the perimeter is very helpful. 3 has to touch 3 even cells. This is going to be a parity colouring puzzle, obviously. And I say obviously in the knowledge that I hadn't realised that until now. This one is therefore the 8, and we've got this line in its entirety. And I can colour away like a demon on those cells. And now we get a 2, which has to have 2, perfect, which has to have 2 odd cells touching it, and there they are. I'm constantly going to be glancing at the rule set to work out what the rules are for 3s and 2s, because one's touching 3 evens and one's touching 2 odds. Okay, I can't fill in what they are. Now, this 3 needs 3 evens. Ah, look, 1 and 8, which must be a pair in one order or the other, are going to supply 1 even and 1 odd. So the other 2 cells it touches must be even, and that disambiguates the order of this Fibonacci line. And now we can colour away again on those cells, and we've got a 2 to look at. This 2 needs 2 odd digits. That's not so easy to see how that's going to work. I mean, one of these is odd and 2 of them are even. Right, the centres of these lines, I think they're the most important cells to focus on. We worked out, well, I can work out again that they are 2, 3, 4, or 5. Because our 4 lines are 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 7, and 4, 5, 9. So let's do some Sudoku elimination. Those can't have 5s. This can't have 1, 2, or 3. This can't have 3. 1 is not relevant. This one can't have 2, 3, or 5. Perfect. There's the one. That is a 4. This is a 3, 4, 7 line. I can tell the order because of that 3. I can colour these digits. This might finish the 2 in terms of colouring for me. And it doesn't. We've got 1 odd and 1 even. So that's 1 odd and 1 even. Wow, I mean, this is a real start, though. Probably because it now grinds to a halt. That is 6 or 9 by Sudoku. This 3, this 3 now, we've got a new 3. That needs, okay, the other 2 even digits in this box, there are 4 even digits in each box, of course. The other 2 even digits, 6 and 8, must touch the 3. So these 2 remaining cells in the box will be odd. This can't be a 2 anymore. I hadn't noticed that. So this is 3 or 4. Okay, so let's look at this line. It either goes 2, 3, 5 or 3, 4, 7. If it goes 2, 3, 5, it's in that order. If it goes 3, 4, 7, it's in either order. Trouble is, with 3 possible middle digits, there's a lot of candidates here. These could be 1, 3, 2, 5 or 3, 7. Is that too many for me to pencil mark? Just. Yeah, just. What about this then? This is either 3, 4, 7 or 4, 5, 9. If it's 3, 4, 7, I know the order. If it's 4, 5, 9, I don't. This one is either 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 7 or 4, 5, 9. None of those are ruled out as far as I can see. Okay, what am I missing then? Oh, this is odd. 3, 5 or 7. Right, so can this be a 3? Is that rule breaking? That would be even. The 2 preceding it would be even. This would have to be a 4. This would have to be even. It seems very feasible. It's probably right. Okay, if it's a 4, then it's 3, 4, 7 here, and that's forced to be a 5. Then one of these would be a 3 and would have to be surrounded by 3 evens. I think that works if this is the 3, and I think there's ways to make it work if that is. Okay, I'm a bit stuck here. 7, 4, 2. Oh, 2. That can't be... No, that can be 2. 2. That can't be 2. Because 2 has to touch 2 odd digits, and that one can't. So this is 2 in the top row. Has that done anything at all? Nothing for the puzzle. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought that was quite an interesting discovery. Maybe I do need to think about where 3s and 2s can go. 3 on the edge of the grid. Ah, this can't be a 3. How about that? This can't be a 3 because each of the combinations I looked at on the Fibonacci line ended in an odd digit, and 3 has to be surrounded by even digits. If this was a 3, it would be 2, 3, 5. One of these two would be a 5, and that won't let it be a 3 by the 3 rule. So that's not a 3. Now, if it's a 2, these are 1 and 3 and are the 2 odd digits surrounding it, and that is even. Ah, has that done anything with this? Right, if this is a 2, then we've got a 2, 3, 4 triple. In fact, that's 2, 3, and that's 4. That would be 7. I think we may need to look ahead at this. Ah, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a little bit complicated, but it's very elegant. This doesn't work. Right, if that's a 3, this is a 2, 3, 5 line, and that must be a 4. Keep that in your head. The 2, 3 there makes that a 4, which makes this a 3, 7 pair. In fact, I think we know which way round they'd be, but that's not actually important. This being a 4, so if that's 2, 3, 5, this is a 4. This is 3 and this is 7 to make that a 4. And 7 there clashes with 7 in one of these cells. That is mental, but it works. I suppose it works because, okay, I can see now, these can't be the same. Because, yeah, that's really interesting, actually. That's very clever, Bert. That's very clever. These two can't be the same. I had not seen this before. These two can't be the same because on a 3-cell line, the same middle digit must have the same 2 outer digits. And one of those will have to clash with that one in box 6. So these can't be the same, and that means this can't be a 2, 3, 5 line, because that forces them both to be 4. That is really elegant. Therefore, this is the 4. Oh, we're going to get a load of digits out of this. Load of colouring. Oh, I can barely catch up with myself. I don't know. Okay, now I'm beginning to worry that we're not going to get a load of digits. We're going to get a load of possibilities. But there are certainly colorings we can do. Let's do all of those in orange. Those two are blue. Now, the 2 has to obey its 2 rule, so that's blue. Oh, that could be 3. And that could be 3. And this could be 3. And that could be 3. Ah, the 3 rule I thought was more powerful. It's not doing the job. Cheekiness. Right, there's a 3 X-wing. I can't use that. There's a 5. I can place a 5 by Sudoku. There. That stops this being a 5. Oh, look, that's lovely. This now can't be a 1-3 pair. If that was a 2, this Fibonacci line would go 1, 2, 3. But that would break this cell. So that is a 4. These are 3 and 7. And now we can carry on merrily filling in digits. 1, 3, 7, 3. The 4 is looking up at this. And now the Fibonacci lines are all but complete. Just like that. Oh, that is so clever. Right. Now we can do some Sudoku. And then get back to 3s and 2s, I imagine. Right, 3, 7. 7 is one of those cells. So 7 in column 7 is here. That's a 6, 9 pair. That gives me a 6, 9 pair over here, which places 7 and a 2, 4 pair. I mean, the colouring... No, the colouring does matter. The colouring matters more than ever, actually, because I still got to do all this 2s and 3s stuff. 2, 4, 6, 9. No, I haven't got a 6, 9 pair in this row. I've got 4, 6, 8 to place. They're obviously all blue, and that one can't be a 4. This is a 2, 6 pair. They're blue. That can still be a 2. Ah, this is a 3, so it needs a blue cell here. That completes the blues in box 9. In fact, it completes them with an 8, which can't be there. This is a 2, of course. I could have filled this in ages ago. This must be blue. 2s. Ah, that can be 3. This can't be 3 because it's only got one odd neighbour. So all the Fibonacci lines are fully complete now. And I won't get to say the word Fibonacci again in this video. Fibonacci, 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 Fibonacci. Where are we now? We need a 4 in box 3. And a 6, 7, 9 triple. That makes this a 6 by Sudoku. That finishes off the even digits in box 6. We get a 2, 8 pair there. Now, this 3, oh, that is catered for. This 2, we've got 1 odd and 1 even there. So we've got 1 odd and 1 even here. Right, we're going to need, oh look, 6 has just been done by Sudoku. There we go. I'm going, oh. I was about to say I'm going to be able to tell the parity of this cell, which I've just put 7 or 9 in. So that basically just confirms that the rest of this row, if that was 8, this would be 2, that would be 8, and this would be odd for the 2 count. Oh, this 3 needs 6 to be touching it in this box. So that's 1 or 9 and is odd, and that is 1, 6 or 9. I might start colouring the cells where, I mean, however I fill in box 1, as long as I obey what I've got, these 3, that 3 is going to be correct for the number of evens it sees. That one already is. That one already is. This one will be. This one is. That can't be a 3. There we go. Because it only sees 2 even digits. So, not only is this a 3, but this must be odd. Otherwise, the 3 would see 4 even digits. Now, can this be a 2? Yes. Okay. That 3's done. So, this 3's done. We've got 2 3's left to go. Oh my goodness, I'm so slow. I could have said at the very beginning when I read the rules that we were never going to get a 3 in a corner. That's probably why Simon has suggested I do this puzzle. He may have worked that out from the rules. You cannot have 3 in a corner because it only has 2 orthogonally connected cells. So no song today, but much more importantly, we get to actually place the 3s. And they're both on the perimeters, and they must both be fully surrounded by even cells. And our counts must be fabulous now. Look, I thought I had all 4 evens in that row. This one is odd. And in fact, that one is a naked 9, and this one is a 1. Given that it's odd, it's a naked 9. 9 is odd. I could have filled that in. This one is 8 and even. 6 is in one of those cells. That's a 5 to finish the row. That's a 6-8 pair. 5, 7, 3. These are 1 or 6, 6 or 9, 1, 6 or 9. Now, carry on. I've done the 3s, basically. In fact, let's get rid of that 3 colouring because it's not necessary. Let's colour the 2s. This one is done. What's the best colour to go with? Red. That one is done. Ah, that can't be a 2 because it has 3 odd neighbours. There we go. That 2 is correct. Okay. That 2 is done. 2 odd neighbours, and that one. This one would be okay as a 2. So would that one, as long as that was a 6. So this is conditionally okay. Ah, this cannot be 2 because it's already got 2 even neighbours and only 1 to go. So that's a 4. That's a 2, which is definitely not done yet. That might help with the Sudoku aspects. Ah, what is interesting is this is now a 6. It's even, and it sees 2, 4, and 8. And that one is a 2, and that one is an 8. So 4 ends up in one of these cells. Now, these remaining 2s are going to have to somehow solve the rest of the puzzle. There's a lot of real estate in columns 4 and 5 still to go. I can maybe finish off down here. No, I can do the 9 but not the 1, 5 pair. None of these can have a 6. Oh yeah, this is a 6 in the column. Yes, that is a 6 in the column. Right, that's going to sort out box 1, I think. 6 there. Actually, I will come back to that 6 and the 2 in box 5 in a moment. You can be looking at it while I do the other bits of Sudoku I've been vouchsafed. Yeah, I think the 6 in box 5, which I'm not yet looking at, is going to be very helpful. I've got a 5, 8 pair there, which I can't colour. A 1, 7 pair there, already coloured. Now, that can't be 1, that can't be 9. We've got a 4, 7 pair here that oddly can't be coloured and aren't resolved. Right, Mr. 2. Oh, both of these can be 2, so they're not resolved by the colouring. Well, you could have told me. This 2 now has not been resolved. This is the benefit of not having, nor is this. For both of those, this has to be odd. And they're both done now. Okay, weird, but fine. This is a 4, that's the last even cell there. These are all odd. Now, some Sudoku from that. A 1, 5 pair, no less. That gives me 6 and 7. 2, 4 I can place in the box, not in green, but in blue. And then I've got 2, 5, 9 left. Now, which one can and can't be a 2? That could be. Oh, no, that can't be because of Sudoku. One of these 2 is a 2. That one could be if this one was blue, and that is impossible. Because if that is 2, this is 5 or 9, which is orange. So this as a 2 couldn't have the right number of neighbours. This one as a 2 does have the right number of neighbours. I can give it every colour it wants. Make those orange, by account. I make that orange and that blue. And now I can just finish off the numbers by starting with 2, 8, 8, 5, 5, 9. That lets me flick in here and do 5, 1, 9 and 1, 5 in the corner. 1, 9, and I finish with a 1, 7. Oh, I'd better give that 2 a bit of red because it's obeying the rules and is very politely helping me finish the puzzle. I've only been 5 solves of that in 2 weeks. It deserves more, and hopefully it will get them after featuring on Cracking the Cryptic. Thank you, Bert. That's really good. And I agree with you when you said in your email, well, I think you went a bit far saying you could die happy if that turned out to be your best puzzle ever. It certainly is good, and that is the key thing. So thank you very much for sending it. And I'm glad we got to feature it on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.